Let me bring in Thea Lee. She is the chief international economist for the AFL-CIO. Thea, what did you think today? The president hit all the right notes, and do you back up this plan that he's got to get the economy moving?
I think the president's definitely on the right track, and the jobs tax credit for green jobs is a great idea. We'd like to see more of it. We'd like to see it go out faster.
Will it put your people back to work?
It'll help. It'll help, and I think, you know, the First Recovery Act was a huge help, and we would have seen a much, much worse jobs picture right now if we hadn't done a pretty major spending bill back then. But what we think, we look at this job number, this is a really, really serious labor market situation.
But you've only got a third of the stimulus package that's been out. I mean, it would seem to me that if you stem the tide, go from 750,000 a month job loss down to 85,000, I mean, we're heading in the right direction, and only a third of the money is out there. It would seem to me that the wage earners, the union folks of this country, would be really encouraged about 2010.
Well, you know, we're about 10 million jobs short of where we were at the beginning of the recession, and that's a lot of jobs. It's going to take a lot of years and a lot of job growth. And part of the problem right now is we aren't really seeing the private sector job growth growing yet. You do see the impact of the government spending, and that's a great thing, and that saved us from a much worse situation. But the private sector, we lost about 1 million jobs on net in the private sector in the last decade. You know, the labor market is growing. People are entering the country. They're entering the labor market. They're growing up. They're graduating from college, and they're not finding the jobs. And so what we worry is that we have a long stagnation or possibly even a double-dip recession if the Congress and the president don't do a whole lot more in the short term now to create more jobs through infrastructure, through state and local fiscal relief, through more unemployment insurance, and through more credit to small business. We'd like to see more credits go out there because the small businesses we're hearing don't have the money they need to hire people and to create jobs.
We got to get the credit opened up, no doubt. Thea, good to have you on tonight. I appreciate your insight. Thank you. Coming up.